point we at in life, you feel me? You gotta worry about yourself, man. Just make sure that you worrying about yourself and you making sure that you keeping yourself straight. You worried about what's going around you. You know what I mean? Because if you worry about another person, then at that point you're giving them energy. You know what I'm saying? You're giving them energy. So you don't want to give out energy that you don't necessarily have to. You feel me? There's gonna be people that's thrown around you. There's gonna be people pop up around you. You feel me? That's just meant to test you and just test like where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Test your temperature. What I want y'all to also know is, bro, there's always somebody bigger and badder. There's always gonna be somebody bigger and badder, bro. It's always gonna be one person that's fresh than the next person is one person that's cleaner than the next person is gonna be one person that's smarter than the next person is gonna be one person that's bigger than the next person. Everybody comes in different forms, shapes, and personalities. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you gotta just worry about yourself. You know, focus on you, because if you waste your time focused on someone else, then I ain't even gonna lie, I don't know how that is gonna turn out for you. You know what I mean? So try to lock in, focus on yourself, whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? The things I'm focusing on myself is my body. You know what I'm saying? My cleanliness, like how I keep clean. You know what I mean? And also my business, like my work. So work. I was just gonna say work. Um, Also, things that I'm working on is just my speech. You know what I say, but I feel like I've been working on that for a long time. Like, uh, it's very important to think before you speak. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all know that. You feel me? But I just want to say it out loud. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, you gotta focus on you. Like, I'm not trying to like say it in a selfish way or anything, but at the end of the day, you feel me? You only have yourself. Like at the end of the day, it comes down to you. Like it's always good to, you know, spread love, share love, and just give out, give back. You know what I mean? But if you don't have that pureness within yourself, you know what I mean, when it comes to worrying about yourself, then it's gonna be lopsided. You know, it's gonna be kind of shifty. You feel me? So you want to be solid within yourself, and you want to just take time to just focus on one thing at a time, like on you. You feel me? Whatever you want to get better about yourself, then go for it. You know, it's not gonna take one day for you to be like, okay, I want to change my body. Like I want to change my fitness perception. Like you want to change the way you look in the day. You feel me? And just be buff the next day. Like it doesn't work that way. You know, it's gonna take a process, and it's gonna take discipline. It's gonna take consistency for you to get, you know, to a point to where you've reached your goal, and then move on to the next one. You know what I mean? But focusing on yourself is key. It's very big. It's very something that you should prioritize. You know what I mean? Because in the midst of that, the things that, you know, you wish for or you want, it's gonna come towards you, because you're already on a frequency of, you know, building yourself, building your mind, you know, building the way you think, building the way you speak, building, you know what I mean, your person in general. I mean, the more you build yourself up, the easier it's gonna be to help someone else, you know, get on that route or get on that plane. You know what I mean? And it's like focusing on yourself. Like you can't be like selfish with it. Like I said, I don't want y'all to think of it in a selfish way, because I mean, back then I used to get called selfish a lot, but honestly I just took it as self-respect. You know what I mean? Like people not gonna respect you if you don't have that self-respect within yourself. You feel me? And who even cares about what anybody else thinks anyway? You know what I mean? Because if you know that you're a genuine person, and you know you're willing to give back, and you know you're willing to motivate another person, then that's all that matters. You know what I mean? You know if you're pure within yourself. You know if you're 100%, which within yourself is what I'm trying to say. Like you know if you're 100% or not, or like 70% or 60%. You feel me? So it's very important. You know what I mean? And that's why people say like you don't want to pour your cup into someone else's that is not pouring back into your cup. You feel me? Because there's it ways, you know what I mean? It's really an energy thing, but at the end of the day, man, I feel like it's just so important that, you make sure you're good within yourself before, you even think about the next person, or compare yourself to the next person, you know what I mean? And it's just very spiritual. Like, I want y'all to understand, it's about you. Like, it's your world, you feel me? So run it. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, you feel me? I didn't have like situations like this come across in my life. You feel me? And I feel like I go about it very well. I try not to let a lot of things kind of like sneak under my nose, because it really can. And it's like, it's really about the person, you know what I mean? It's really about the person if you're dealing with a person, and it's really dealing about you, like in your mindset, like whatever you're thinking towards, you feel me? All of that plays a major role in, making sure that you're good, like making sure that you're doing things to make sure you're good. Health is another one. Like, you want to make sure your health is up to par, because if your health is not where you need it to be, then at the end of the day, it's gonna spiral. Like, you're not gonna be feeling the best, you're not gonna perform the best, if your health is not where it is needed to be. So make sure y'all focusing on these things within yourself before y'all want to come off a certain way to someone, or you know I feel like a lot of y'all understand like how people kind of show out in front of other people to, you know, come off a way or just be perceived as a way. And I just feel like that ain't it, you know what I mean? Because that shows that you're not really focused on, what you have going on. You're really kind of focused on what the next person has going on. But always be helping, always give that helping hand, even if you're not at 100%, because most of the time, those are the times where it's like, it's needed, or those are the times where you make someone's day, or those are the times where, you come to clarity with certain things that you go through, or certain things that you want to, accomplish in your life. So I wanted to make this video because it's really something that you can kind of grasp onto easy, you know what I mean? It's something that you can kind of understand, but there's a deeper level to everything. I feel like everything has a deeper level to it, and you feel me? That's why I be kind of coming up with these topics, because I kind of want to go like deeper than what it kind of can be, or whatever you read it to be, right? So if you clicked on this video, I highly appreciate you, feel me? Like, and I also appreciate the people who've been sticking out and actually taking the time to watch my vids and just actually hear me out, because it's so important that the next person can kind of get a feel on any topic that I decide that I want to kind of make. You just feel me? So yeah, I probably might sound a little like sluggish or whatever. It's just because like your boy tired, but y'all know, man, the grind never stops. You feel me? But yeah, man, focus on yourself, men and women. This is not just for the men, you know what I mean? This is for women as well. You feel me? So it's good that you just worry about yourself. That way you won't, you won't burn out or crash out, like falling into like comparing yourself a lot. And that brings me into like social media, you feel me? Like, I don't really even know how to like explain how I'm viewed on social media, but I definitely am not that active on it. But at the same time, bro, there's specific apps and specific social medias that simply just compare everything to the next person, like based off what you're seeing. Like, these apps are filled with highlights that you see every day that just makes you feel some type of way. That's why doom scrolling is like the scariest thing ever. Like, I feel like I've been doing very great this year because one of my resolutions was that I wasn't gonna scroll. Like, I have not been scrolling, you feel me, on the internet that much. I'm not gonna say that I don't do it at all. I mean, of course I get on the internet like in the midst of free time and I scroll for a while, but then it always clicks to myself because once I get a sense of the brain rot, like once I watch a video that's like, what? I go ahead and dead it, I get off of it, you know what I mean? And really I only use my phones, honestly, if I'm making calls, you know what I mean, communicating with menus, or just that's it, you know, making YouTube videos, like using the camera for my YouTube videos. So I try to make my phone like a work thing rather than like a consuming thing, you know what I mean? So work on that too. That's another thing that I'm definitely working on with myself. And I hope y'all could really, you know, understand something, or you know, get clarity with something with this video, you feel me? I know I'm very soft spoken, but that's just me, you know what I'm saying? I really don't even talk this much. Like, I had to really peep, like today, wow, I barely even said a lot, you know. So yeah, this is my way of just kind of like chopping it up, man, and just giving y'all like who I am, because the ones who know like IRL, like I'm really like hush, you feel me? So at the end of the day, yeah, man, I hope y'all could grasp on to a message in this video, man. And if you made it to the end of this video, I highly appreciate you. You feel me? For my new viewers, please subscribe to the channel, man. I definitely will have content coming consistent for y'all this year, you know what I mean? They might not be, you know, the most intriguing videos, but we dropping, you feel me? And it's your boy Cam. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next vid, man.